Hello, it's Richard Wilson and welcome to this video on the #1 sales shortcut. If you want to go on a direct path from how many sales you're making for your business right now to doubling and tripling that, there's only one thing that I found works no matter what your business is, no matter what economic environment you're in, no matter what type of product or service you sell. There's one thing that always works, and that is working really hard. I did a few videos a few weeks ago on working your face off. This video is a little bit related to that. But I just want to kind of drill home the point that in sales, usually the person who works the hardest has a huge outsized advantage over everybody else. There was somebody who was the first person ever to win 7 gold medals in the 1978 Olympics. He was a gymnast, and he was from Russia. And when everybody interviewed him, he said that he doesn't have a secret to training, that his only secret is that he works very hard. And I thought that was a really great quote from someone who's so accomplished in such a competitive sport. Everyone's looking for, oh, what's that natural talent or that trick that you have? And really it's just working really hard. I found that in my own life while doing sales that I'll stumble across new methods of finding leads. I'll stumble across new strategies of explaining what a product or service is once I've done it 100 times instead of just 20 times. And I found that by working really hard, that I'll get to that next level of understanding and a deeper understanding of who my customer avatar is, what my niche is and is not, what the scope of what I'm trying to sell is, and how my product is positioned against my competitors' products in my customer's eyes. Lots of times you might know how your product's positioned from your perspective, but you might not have full color on how your customers see your product. So when it comes to working really hard, there's choices you make every day, and it determines how hard you work and how much you're able to get done in terms of selling more product and service for your business. Some of the things you have to decide between are watching movies versus reading books, listening to podcasts, say expert audio interview podcasts, or watching video downloads from our website like CEOTraining.com, or you could listen to music. Not that listening to music is bad, but if you spend all your time listening to music and watching movies instead of reading business books and listening to podcasts, that's going to change who you are, and it really changes how hard you're working in those hours where you're not literally picking up the phone and calling people or emailing people to make sales. Another thing would be, how often are you reading popular magazines versus writing articles, blog posts, and books yourself, or writing your own article in a magazine. Another thing to decide on is, how often do you get mentored by someone who's in a successful position you want to get to, or has some critical knowledge on marketing or business building that you wish you had, versus gossiping about other people socially. A few things that have helped me is to focus less on consuming media and more on creating media. So less on reading mainstream articles and books and watching the news, and more on creating articles and books and creating videos. I've also found that it's really helpful to create a business journal, and every day I write in my business journal about what's going on in the business, what I'm trying to do, what my primary goals are, what I'm trying to get done, and what the current challenges are. And sometimes just writing them out can help me kind of work through them and see what I need to do next, and kind of help me sharpen my focus. I hope that all these tips here will help you see how every single day you can choose to work hard in multiple ways. It's not just about killing yourself and working 14 hours a day, although sometimes that is required. But really just every day, whether you're sitting at your desk or not, there's decisions you make. And if you get in the habits of making the right decisions, you can learn to work hard both during the workday and after the workday. And that is what I have found to be the #1 shortcut to sales success. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it helps you increase your sales in your business. It's Richard Wilson coming to you from Segovia, Spain, and we'll see you next time.